What's up everybody? So I got a lot of updates to do on this video. I've been went dark for a while, but life's good. Headed out of Phuket. I'm gonna go check out, I'm doing one long hop this time to Koh Rock Nai, I think it's called. Anyways, supposed to have absolute beautiful coral reefs. Look forward to catching you up on life because a lot's changed. And I don't know, maybe it's for the better. Feels for the better. So, yeah, here we go. All right. Okay, so we got some downwind going on, and you can see, hold on, wait 1 second. You see that squall behind me? Wait a moment. Okay, this is like looking back behind us. There's a squall there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trying to maintain my shit between 5 squalls. Got a nice downwind sail. We're averaging 5.5 knots, average. Great. Like 3.5 average coming up here. So, all in all, things are going good, going with the current. I would love to be on a beam and a nice steady wind and like heeled over a little, but it's doing all right. Fucking sailing, so. Anyways, we're headed to Koh Rock Nai, I think is how you pronounce it. And supposed to be just absolutely amazing snorkeling going on there. So we're gonna go down there, see if we can't find a buoy, tether. If we're lucky, we'll be getting there around midnight. If we're not lucky, we could be as late as like 6:30 a.m. I'm really praying for the midnight. I'll kick on the fucking motor and get me midnight. Alright guys. Yep, back at Koh Phi Phi. Wasn't the fucking plan, but the place is still beautiful. Cheers. So, where to start? On this trip in Phuket, on my way back to my boat, my dinghy motor froze up, seized up, whatever. It overheated. It still turns, but the lower end feels very tight and it's not moving right and binds up in spots. So I think, and the impeller was still in good condition, so it was pumping water. What I think happened is whatever's jamming up the lower end just put enough strain on the motor that it ended up overheating, but I don't even know if that's a real thing. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's wrong with my dinghy. Again, so there's that. But, and then as soon as I leave Phuket, I get, I don't know, a little ways out, sailing out, the auto helm stopped working again. So I got to spend the last, I don't know, 3 hours of the evening as the sun was setting, running for Koh Phi Phi as squalls were blowing in, 5 of them around me. Went in between the 2 Koh Phi Phis, so like anytime you come close to an island, the waves get that much worse. And then you throw on top of that like squalls on different directions, and you got waves coming in from different directions, rain, like sideways rain this way, and then 5 minutes later sideways rain this way. Oh yeah, and the auto helm don't work, so I'm sitting right here with my, cloth down, steering with a freaking rope because, yeah, and I can't see crap out of the plastic windows when it's raining and dark and everything else. So I'm, using navionics and a compass, and that's it, and just praying I don't hit a damn island or a rock, because there's some of those around here. So that's the adventure of it. As for my life, I keep getting asked. I have a TikTok now, and I posted on there that I was sitting around drinking a beer, watching the tide, thinking about this girl that I was crushing on. I spent the last week before, 5 days, something flirting heavy, and everybody's like, "But what about your wife?" Well, rewind a month or so. She went back to Bali, not happy with being on the boat. Made her sick, made her miserable, made her whatever. And I said, well, I kind of committed to a year on the boat. So did you. Like, I'm not ready to just give up and go back. I just got in the water. And, conversations progressed. And, I said I always wanted to sail around the world, really thinking hard about that. Like, what does that look like for us and a relationship and everything else. Little by little, the conversation progressed to being in an open relationship and just letting whatever the future brings be what it brings. And without getting into too much detail, the conversation progressed further, and I've apparently been in an open relationship my entire relationship, and I just got the memo. So it's not the infidelity that pisses me off, it's the outright betrayal of trust. And that was a pattern with her, and discovering this was, not discovering, she just outright told me about a lot of shit. Cross boundaries. I have boundaries. So, no, not gonna stay with you. Wish her the best of luck in life, but that shit ended abruptly and quickly. Unexpectedly, at least for me. I have no idea for her. So, fast forward a little bit. Did a lot of partying for a few days because why the fuck not? And one night I went to get something to eat, and on the way back, there was, I felt like fuck it, party again. But it wasn't really I don't know. Stopped at one place, didn't like the vibe, drank one beer, moved on. Went back to this other place, and right away there was this bartender, not a bar girl like a lot of them in Phuket, but a bartender with a really fucking cute smile. Slowly, little by little, there was more and more flirting and getting to know each other and talking about our lives without talking about our lives by playing different songs. Talking about, I don't know, everything was said with a song for days on end. One thing that I really liked it, because I kept asking her all these questions about her and her life and her wants and diswants and things like that. And I asked her if she wanted to ask me anything, and she said, no, show me. I mean, she didn't use those words. There were some translation issues, but it came down to she didn't want to hear about it. She wanted to see who I am. And that was deep. And she's very deep, and I like that. So one night, there had been all kinds of 3 missed dates, I think, on the first supposed to be a date. I message her in the morning, say, hey, looking forward to seeing you today. I hope you slept well, kind of whatever message. And I get back, no. And I, question mark. I'm married. What the fuck? Didn't see that one coming. But okay. All right. Wish you the best of luck. You'll understand if I don't come around so much. That said, she had great joints in this bar. So I think 2 days later, I went and got something to eat. So I stopped back in, bought a joint, said goodnight, and nothing had seemed to change. And I was like, whoa, these are two polar different people. What the fuck's going on here? I'm getting one behavior, and then every time the phone's involved, I'm getting a separate behavior. And I'm like, what the fuck? Is this girl leading me on? Is she full of shit? Whatever. And we'd had a few very direct, pointed conversations on the subject. And, we both openly admitted, no, I really like you. I'm curious where this is gonna go. So the next day I just bought a joint, went back to my boat, called it a night. One night without partying in the month might be a good idea, right? The next day I'm on my way by, and because the restaurant I like to eat at's right next to me. And I keep getting waved by all the other girls in the bar to come by, and I went ahead and walked over there, figured, okay, I'll buy just, another joint and call that good. She right away had this giant smile. Hi Danny, how are you? You want a beer? And like cracked it before I could even, whatever. And I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm gonna stick around long enough for a beer. Well, then the flirting again starts, and all of a sudden, like, I'm questioning deep personal ethics. Like, maybe I will, like, whatever with a married woman. Like, I don't know. Like, what the fuck is going on? I really like this girl. What the fuck? So I asked her, I was like, so did you get my message the other day? And she said, what message? And I was like, the message I sent when we were supposed to have plans, and instead you said, no, I'm married. And her eyes got the bit fucking size of silver dollars. Like, huh? What the fuck? So there was again clearly something being concealed, but at the same time there was this genuine shock. I don't fucking know. I'm confused. Like, you show me this personality, this behavior, we're talking, and then I message and I get this bullshit. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. And she doesn't say nothing about it. And then I think it was about 2 days later, still on our heavy flirting, like, some point, she said she was going home, and I asked if it would be appropriate to get her home and make sure she made it home safe. She was like, yeah, that's, very respectable, not normal, but yeah. So we already had this like future plan developing, and she knew I had to leave and whatever else, and jokes about running away together to, see the world or whatever. Well, then she comes and sits down and says, I need to talk to you. Maybe you will have some questions. I said, okay. And using Translate, she starts telling me about how the taxi driver gives her a ride home pretty much every night. And I figured, like, it was a regular and just, being kind, giving her a ride home, because that's kind of how he comes off. Well, apparently he had given her the phone that she has and had been pushing her. Okay, so gave her the phone, gave her a ride home, and probably not, in that order, but either way, gave her a ride home one day, so he knows where she lives. Gives her a phone. It's his phone that he's letting her use. Well, next thing you know, he's demanding she turn the phone in every night, stalking her, like fucking major creeper vibes for like 5 months. And she's like, kind of fucking terrified of it. Like, threats of violence towards her and others, like my life is in danger because I'm nice to her, and like he sees me as a threat. So either way, she just drops this bomb, and she's like, I want to leave and I never want to come back. Will you take me out of here? Get me home. I want out. I said, okay, let's go. And grab your shit. Let's move. Went down to my boat, went over to another island, someplace, this fucker doesn't know where we're going as long as we disappear. He's a boat mechanic along with 15 other trades apparently, and was trying to sort out where my boat was, and kept like pushing for a job, and he was pushing hard enough that I was like, even if I wanted to get that done this week, you ain't the motherfucker that's doing it because you're being a bitch about it. Like, I don't want to support that kind of behavior. I don't want to reward that kind of behavior. Yeah, so we got the hell out of there because I had already told him basically where my boat was anchored. And so we moved to another island, and the rest you know. It's been an interesting adventure. Got a lot more adventure coming. And then we're going to go up country to northern Thailand to meet her family and see Thailand from a bit of a local's perspective. She's never done any tourist stuff in her life, and I was like, well, let's go be tourists on the way to your hometown. Should be a few good videos coming up. Still a little frustrated on some of the sailing and rigging and whatever. I got a buddy in Phuket that he's gonna actually take me out on my boat and go sailing and help me make sure I got my rigging right and I'm doing it correctly, because I'm still getting rope rub where I shouldn't have. Like, there's no way I have to replace my ropes every 5 hours of sailing. This is a problem. Something's fucking wrong. I just don't know what or why or how to, like, what else can I do here? So he's gonna help me out, take me out sailing one day, and get the boat learned. Specifically the sailing, rigging, make sure ropes are going the right direction. Might have to buy another rope or two at this point, but yeah, a lot coming down the pipe. And at least for now, it looks like I may have company on my journey. She's struggling hard to adapt to seasickness. Like, she doesn't call it seasickness. It's really cute. She says she's boat drunk. So, which is mau. Mau is drunk. So yeah, working hard to adapt and focus, and like, very deep person. Very, very deep. Like, deep thinking. And something that blew me away, after looking at my phone number, like, I had written it down when I gave it to her, she memorized that shit. And like, when she wants to call a family member, she's already got the number up here. Fucking intelligent. Deep thinking and intelligent. Cute as fucking can be. And adventurous. A little bit of adrenaline junkie, maybe. Maybe on the edge of, I don't know about adrenaline junkie, but definitely likes exciting things in life. All right, guys, so that's the big where's Danny been, why'd he drop off the face of the earth, and what got me going again. And basically, I wasn't making any videos because sitting in Phuket, like, what the fuck am I gonna make videos about? Hey, I went to the bar again. Like, it's not a good video. Yeah, I was just killing time for a month waiting on the weather to change, and now I'm talking to people and they're like, well, yeah, you can go in October, but you might want to consider like December or January when, like, you know, everybody else goes, because that would be a good idea. So yeah, that was the other thing that was like, fuck, I gotta, I don't know, something other than just partying for the fuck of it. So yeah, that's the update. See you maybe in the next clip or maybe in the next video, but see you soon. All right, guys, this is why I bought a boat. You gotta see this. It's a little channel. Sun's fixing to set right about here. Got some nice secluded beaches back here. And starting right here is the reef. See if I can get somewhere it's shallow enough you might be able to see. There's some fish swimming there. Some of them, like, I don't think those are the Finding Nemo ones, but they're probably in the movie. This whole area is just crawling with wildlife. And I get to call it home for a night. It's kind of late, and I got to leave early in the morning. So I'm I want to go explore this island. I'm going to go walk around. Oh, it looks like there's a little stream right there. Nope, right there. Might have fresh, natural spring water. So getting here was a little bit of motoring, a little bit of motor sailing, but mostly just sailing. Had a good while of just steady, perfect wind. For a while there, my average speed was like 6 knots, which, if you remember on the trip up here, maintaining 3.5 knots was hard as hell. Yeah, going the other way, the weather's just better. Tide's with me, wind's with me, beautiful woman with me. How you like that, guys? So, just had a good swim. Homeless is right there. Well, the stream smells worse than a dog's butthole. Don't ask me how I know what a dog's butthole. I don't know. But it smells freaking bad. Very sulfur. Really strong, like rotten egg sulfur smell. But I got 2 beers and a little daylight. But no shoes. Okay. I went far enough up the stream to know I don't want to go any farther up the stream without some shoes. But aside from the occasional obstacle, and do I really want to step on that with bare feet, it looks like a pretty good natural trail cut through the woods. So, and now there's a storm on the horizon, so wrap it up. Wish I had a better camera to take you guys for a swim. It's freaking amazing down there. Haven't exactly been doing a very good job of doing updates on this trip, but got something I want you to see. Getting pretty close to a safe anchorage, but yeah, hold on a second. I don't think we're gonna make it before this beast of a storm catches. What's really crazy is right now this is coming straight at us from the stern, but the wind is coming from the left and in front of us, which I think means when it hits, it's gonna get fucking turbulent. I don't know if you can hear that thunder, but that is one fucking pissed off sounding cloud. And it is miles and miles across. Well, hitting the first edge of it. Wind's coming from almost directly behind us. This whole trip there's been no wind, or today's trip. But right now I can see the rain going faster than the boat. Hold on. See if I get the camera close enough. There we go. It's a little better. I've just lost sight of the land in front of me. I was going to come in fairly close, but I think I'll hold course still for now. No, I take that back. I'm going to go up 10 degrees off the coast just to provide a little space. Sorry about the weird angle, but it's already mostly passed. It's only been 10 or 15, maybe 20 minutes. I feel confident saying that the worst is ahead of us now. We're already passed by. Things that scare us rarely have any actual impact. Once you face them, once you get into them, we're afraid of a lot of bullshit. It's human nature. Hey, Pon, what you doing?
I don't know.
You don't know? What happened to your phone?
You do.
So we went to the beach and she handed me her phone and I put it in my pocket, and then I went and jumped in the water and sat down, and it fell out of my pocket and was covered in sand and water and blah blah blah. So we took it apart, put it in some rice. Pon is rock starring the procedure. Hey, I think we're missing a camera. Should be a no, it's okay. She waves me off. No, fuck the camera. Just make it turn on.
I think no.
Did it turn on?
But
Oh, it vibrated.
good.
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 What you cooking?
พะแนงเนื้อ
What's this?
มะเขือ
Pakka? Pakko.
มะเขือ
So it's gonna be spicy?
No.
No?
No. The chili not spicy.
The chili not spicy.
Yeah. Right?
Sweet. I didn't know you know how to make food not spicy. I think only spicy. Whoa! Alright, check it out, guys. So we went for a walk and there was a net in, like, old net stuck there, so we started pulling on it. We got 4 crab and a fish. Pretty good haul for just going for a walk on the beach. You happy?
Yes.
I'm excited about this. And with Pond's cooking, I'm sure that is going to taste fucking amazing. Alright, I just had to turn the camera on. I'm so fucking happy right now. Like, oh man, crab, fresh crab that we caught. And granted, we didn't use traps or whatever. Like, it was just a net, like on some rocks. But we got our own crab right out of the ocean. And I'm fucking happy about it. Oh god, guys, this is cool. Alright, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, more in the next clip. Hold on. Oh yeah, better. Quick and easy. Oh, it's way better.
Ow.
It looks like she used some lemongrass, some kind of leaves. I don't know if those are bay leaves or not. And boiled them. Okay, so this is my part of the job whenever this job needs to be done. This stone bowl is like a very Asian cooking tool. Okay, she says this is good enough. Like, we have some kind of like sizable chunks of skin left, but for the most part everything's kind of just smashed up and ground up. And yeah, and this bowl, you might remember a clip from before. This is how she sharpens our knives. Okay guys, I told you this was going to be interesting. I've never eaten the body of the crab, and she says yes, you eat that part. Like, you eat all of it, even this little piece right here. Just like break this fucker off and eat it. You eat that?
No.
Oh, you don't eat that part? Okay.
Moment. Warm con.
What?
Can?
Yeah. Oh, because, hold on, take that off and then open this up. Okay, so she's warming the crab back up. We have rice cooking. I don't know if we're cooking this or if we eat these raw. We'll find out. Chilies. She added something called fish sauce, which you use very little bit of fish sauce. I put a lot of fish sauce on her rice one day. And then lemon. So chilies, garlic, fish sauce, and lemon. Here we go. We're going to call this the end of this video. Appreciate you sticking through the longer video. Hope it was entertaining. Unfortunately, there was some content that got missed. It was in Pond's phone that I dropped in the water. So, oops, shout out. Shout out for Yost. I hope I'm saying that right. Yost is a gentleman I met up in Phuket that's really been strongly encouraging me to do more writing, specifically a book about my life. So it's in the works. Stay tuned for little updates. Don't expect it to be out next week or next month, but I'm working on it. We'll continue working on it. I've committed to getting this done. I've heard my whole life that I need to write a book about it, so finally doing that. I feel like I'm in the right space, the right time. I have time, sitting on a boat, so yeah, working on that. Next month's gonna be pretty busy with land travel. I don't know how much writing I'll get done there, but I should be able to pump out several good videos over the course of the next month, so really excited about that. Been talking with some people. I'm not sure when I'm gonna head west towards Sri Lanka. So November's gonna be busy all month up in the North Country and just seeing Thailand. But December don't have any plans. But talking to people, December, January is when most people go, and it'd just be nice to be out on the ocean knowing there's at least maybe somebody within radio contact. So, and also the sea should be a lot more friendly. And after my first trip up to Phuket, all I knew was rough seas. And this trip down, and like right now you can see the ocean is just cool and calm, and it's that way everywhere. So this is a nice way to travel. I think I'm going to go ahead and wait until at least December, maybe into January, and see what kind of content we come up with in the meantime. Might have another quiet couple weeks. Maybe we go find some cool adventures. I don't know. But thank you, everyone. Thank you, Yost, for pushing me over the edge on getting that book going, and I look forward to sailing with you. All right. Cheers. Peace.